behind one. Yeah. Just there's lane.
check, check. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check. Alright. I can hear you moving the mic, so.
What's that?
I could hear you moving the mic, so I knew that was good. Alright. I'm gonna crank that back down now. Hello, everybody. Tuning into the Blue Jay broadcast. We're a little bit of a delay here. I think we might be short one official, so if you're trying to figure out why we didn't start at 6:30, we should be starting hopefully momentarily. I guess I can't necessarily say that for sure since I don't know how long it'll take to find another official or what the plan is. So, but just wanted to assure you that you are not having camera difficulties or feed difficulties or tuned into the wrong feed or just watching a blank football field. Just a quick update. They have found a third official. He is on the way. So we'll start the in-house announcements about 6:45. Game a few minutes after that. So stay tuned, and you got about 5-10 minutes before you need to tune back in. So refill that drink that you just emptied.
between the Carlisle Wildcats and our own Bondurant for our Blue Jays. The winner of this evening's match will advance to the state tournament and will play at County Soccer Complex Tuesday afternoon. Fans, in an effort to help stop the spread of COVID, we ask that you social distance from people outside your immediate household. We strongly encourage you to wear a mask when entering, exiting, and moving about the facility. Please exit the facility after your athlete has completed their competition. We greatly appreciate your cooperation. Both schools encourage positive sportsmanship and behavior at the match tonight. Please encourage your athletes, coaches, and officials with positive comments and acts. Enjoy the game by being a good sport. The officials for this evening's match are Sean Geisel, Janie Heffley, and Enos Upich. Now let's meet the starting lineups. First for the Carlisle Wildcats. Number 3, Chase Gatch. Number 5, Dalton Hinders. Number 6, Gavin Pinkowski. Number 14, Ethan Schlichty. Number 19, Mason Ramsey. Number 23, Brady Birkenholtz. Number 24, Garrett Pinkowski. Number 25, Zach Streeter. Number 42, Cole Waterhouse. Number 42, Ryan Mohinkle. And in the goal, number 1, Caden Baxter. Carlisle is coached by head coach Eric Birkenholtz and assisted by Chris Pinkowski. And now for your Bondurant for our Blue Jays. Number 2, Zach Klein. Number 3, Gabe Barkema. Number 6, Austin Cruz. Number 8, Devin Reinhardt. Number 10, Oscar White. Number 13, Sam McClintock. Number 17, Isaac Hensminger. Number 18, Evan Reha. Number 21, Thomas Hamborg. Number 23, Caleb Geimer. And in goal for the Blue Jays, number 12, Ricky Burke. If you will please remain standing and leave your caps as we honor our country with the playing of the national anthem.
All right, we're ready to get started here. Welcome, Blue Jay fans, to Blue Jay Digital's feed of the Substate Finals between your Bondurant Farrar Blue Jays and the Carlisle Wildcats. Blue Jays come into this game 15-3. Wildcats come in 11-7. They did play earlier this year in April down at Carlisle. Blue Jays came away victorious 2-1. And we'll should have an exciting game coming up here tonight. This is Patrick Meyer with Jason Grubel, helping make sure I know what I'm saying about soccer.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, today we should have a good matchup here. Bondurant's got a pretty powerful offense, so I think I'll probably see Carlisle bring quite a few back, maybe 9 in the back, to defend off and try and come away with a 1-0 win, or probably the strategy they'll use.
Wildcats take the kick. We'll pick up some names and numbers as we get going here. That looks like Birkenholtz coming across. Barkma gets the ball, feeds it ahead to Hamburg. Streeter coming across for the Wildcats. Ball's going to roll out of bounds, and Zach Klein's going to throw it in. Tries getting it up over the top to White. Klein with the ball over on the side. This is McClintock. Back to Reha. Reha still with it. Sends it up ahead. Knocked backwards by the Wildcats, and that's Devin Reinhardt. Over to McClintock. Trying to figure out their spacing and see what kind of openings you get. Reha up ahead to Hamburg. Hamburg trying to hit Klein up the sideline. Klein winning a foot race. Keeps it in. Makes a move. Tries centering it. And White with the header attempt. And that ball, Cruz went for the kick. Ended up hitting the Wildcat defender in the face out of bounds. That was Schlitty on the defense with his nose. It's going to be a corner kick for the Blue Jays. We're not laughing at the fact that he got hit in the nose, but it's not the most typical way to play defense. Klein going to attempt the shot here. Up in the air, and nice defensive play to bring that down by Baxter.
Yeah, Ensminger was right there for the header in the goal. He just snagged it right out from front of him.
Schlitty with the ball. Geimer with the challenge. Sends it over to the middle. That was Streeter with the ball. Now Mowinkle. Little cluster there. Klein now with the ball. Going to drop it back to his defender, Reha. Reha's going to try and switch fields. Sends it all the way back to Burke in goal. Crosses it to Barkma. Oop. Gets through Barkma. Just took a little bit of a roll that he wasn't expecting.
Yeah, Waterhouse is doing a really good job back there of taking the switch field away from Reha over there and making them play it right back into their defense.
Out of bounds off Barkma on the header. Yeah, we saw that a lot on Monday night with the Blue Jays, that they would drop it back. The defenders switch fields. It was working really well against Oskaloosa. Carlisle playing a little bit more defensively against that. Wildcat throw in. Reinhardt made a play on it. Ended up going down, but Blue Jays come away with it. And they send away ahead to Geimer. Oh. White made a run on it, but the good play by Baxter to control it. And now you got Penkowski making a run. Defended by Reha, brought in by Burke. Reha made a little bit of contact, but not against the playing the ball, so we're good. He played the ball, I guess is what I'm trying to say on that.
Yeah, you make contact with the ball first. If you're shoulder to shoulder, don't extend your arms. It's a good play. Now we'll see if Bondurant can connect through the center here and play a little more possession, make some connections up through the goal.
Somebody forgot to start the clock on this thing, and it was me. No, we're good. That was me. I got this. You know, we'll get there eventually. we haven't done a lot of soccer game broadcasts this year, so. McClintock moving forward. Good defense there. Is that Hinders, I think? White now with the ball, trying to make a move. Up to Cruz. Cruz with a shot. Geimer finishes it. That's a goal. Goal. Caleb Geimer taps it in on the backside, giving the Blue Jays a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, that was great work by the Blue Jays to get numbers up. Once you make that through ball, you got to follow up. They had 2 players following up to make that goal happen. I think that's what Blue Jays really needed tonight, is an early goal to get them into the game, get them comfortable. Now they can just relax and play their game.
Blue Jays now back with it. Barkema up to Cruz. Cruz sends it up ahead to White. White looking to make a play on it, tries to get around. Good defense there by Mowinkle. Hamburg with the ball. Tries to send it up. Center attempt. Good defense by the Wildcats. I think that's Hinders trying to bring it up, but Klein makes a play on it. Blue Jays did a really good job the other night of keeping the ball on the attacking side of the field. So far, that's kind of the case as well. We'll see if they can maintain this. Makes it real easy for the goalie if the ball never gets to his half of the field.
So far, the Blue Jays have been playing a little more direct than the other night. I don't know if they see a little something in Carlisle that they want to go after, but they're playing a little more direct instead of the possession game. We'll see if that continues or if they come back on their more possessive game that they usually play.
Against Oski, Blue Jays were playing this corner kick right short, but it looks like maybe they're going to try and send this thing in.
I call this one their merry-go-round.
The merry-go-round. Klein with the kick in. Header attempt. Over his head. Geimer going to try and chase this down and keep it in. And does. Sends it back to Reha. Reha now looking for a pass, but wasn't able to get it there. And the Carlisle defender kicks it out of bounds.
Yeah, those corner kicks, when you do that, everybody in one spot, you saw Carlisle do it with a zone defense instead of marking directly up on the player.
White with the attempt. Knocked away by the back defender. I think that might have been Gash. The 3 and the 5 back there look pretty similar from this distance. Blue Jays going to try and corner kick from the other side. Ball's in. Oh! I think that was McClintock on the header attempt. Ended up wide left.
Yeah, he tried to slide it in that far post and just didn't get quite enough of the ball. A little bit of miscommunication there. I think Tommy and Sam thought each other were going after it. But
McClintock drops it back to Reha. Reha back to Burke in goal. He sends it up far, but brought down. That was, is that Ramsey? Now, Penkowski on a run. And I'm not sure if Burke touched that or not. Saying no. Okay. He reached up for it, but I couldn't quite tell if he
yeah, it looked like he
hit
pulled
it
his hand back knowing that it was going to go out of bounds. So luckily there was no one on the backside there to keep it in.
Yeah. And that could have been something where Reha communicated to him to let him go because no one was there. Reha with the ball. Big kick upfield towards White. White now has a run on it. He's got a man beat. Holds up, stop. Oh, good defense. Shot, no good.
Yeah, that
Hinders on the stop on that one.
Great ball by Evan Reha. Great setup right over the top of Oscar to put him in on goal. Wonderful kick.
So Klein going to attempt another corner kick. Ball's up, and header attempt. Couple guys went up, didn't quite get it, but oop. Geimer drops it back to Cruz. Waterhouse made a play on it, but Cruz was able to maintain control. Back to Barkema. To Reha. Reha's taking it wide. Birkenholtz was trying to make a play on that. Yeah, much more aggressive trying to defend that field change. Reinhardt comes up, makes a good play. Gash moving it up the side. And Reha makes a hard stop. McClintock goes over the top. Still Wildcat ball. Center attempt. Penkowski in the middle. But Barkema and then Ensminger are able to clear that ball. It's a good center attempt.
Yeah, Carlisle's moving up the side pretty well on both sides and getting a few centers in here. We'll have to lock down on those wings moving upfield.
Wildcats make their first sub. That was Waterhouse coming out, and 17 Flores coming in. Flores with the ball now. Sends it outside to Schlitty. Cruz intercepts. Ends up getting away from him. Schlitty going to throw it in. Reinhardt and Hamburg come away with the ball. Up to White. White sends it out wide to Zach Klein. Klein making a run up the sideline. Defended there by Birkenholtz. Klein going to try and make a quick throw in. Didn't have a good passing option, so just slowed it down. McClintock now to Reinhardt in the middle. Hamburg back to Reinhardt. Shot attempt. Reinhardt's able to send that ball back in, but Wildcats maintain control. A lot of back and forth. You're right, not quite as much passing it around looking for a completely open shot as they are just trying to make a quick shot attempt. Yeah, they call that ball out of bounds.
Yeah, the AR on the other side of the field called it out of bounds. Wasn't quite down on the line, so he didn't have the best angle at it. Yeah. Did the best he could at his angle.
Yeah. Deep ball there by Baxter. Ends up going out of bounds, so Klein's going to have a throw in. Tries to get it over to Hamburg, but defended by Carlisle. Back to Klein. Klein now pushing ahead, taking up space up the middle of the field. Makes a move around a guy. Another guy gives it over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt sends it ahead to Cruz. Cruz shot attempt. High and left. Thought about calling a field goal, but ended up more left than that.
Yeah, it was a well-placed pass. Just couldn't get his solid foot on it from the shot.
Baxter sends it upfield. And controlled back by Ensminger. Ensminger up to White. White trying to get around. Cruz going to make a run on it. Gets it back towards the middle. Centers it. Ooh, had it through. Almost got the backside, but Hamburg making a good play there to get the ball back. Over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt switches fields up to McClintock. Didn't quite have it clean. Slowed it down back. Played it back to Reha on the back line. Barkman now going to let it come back a little bit. Sends it all the way back to Burke. Keeps the pressure off. Let him get set up. Space back out. Reha up to McClintock. He's going to send it back to Reinhardt in the middle. Reinhardt sends it ahead. And White trying to make a run on it. Deep shot. Ends up wide left.
Yeah, another direct play. Making runs on balls instead of possessing. Connecting through to get the shot on goal.
Blue Jays making a substitution. That's Geimer and Hamburg going out. And Titus Cram and Trey McDowell coming in. I think McDowell's going to slide into a wing position, and Klein's going to move into the middle of the field. Reinhardt with a good header back to the middle. Wildcat defender. That was Ramsey. Send it back forward. Klein now in the middle. Over to McClintock. McClintock sends it out wide to McDowell. That was Hinders making a good run on it, though. He's not going to just let him have it out there on the side. Got a little paraglider going by, too. You know, so guess that's the old school drone. Flores sending it up to 7. That's Birch. I didn't see him sub in. I'm wondering if he subbed in the same time as Cram and McDowell. Birch drops it back to Flores, goes out of bounds. He's going to throw it back in. And looking for an option. I think that's Penkowski in the middle there. One of the Penkowskis. There's 2 of them. Oh, the flag goes down.
Corner kick Carlisle.
Corner kick Carlisle. Okay. About 15 minutes into this half. Blue Jays scored earlier on a Caleb Geimer goal. Ball in. Burke got his hands on it, had it fall down, but was able to recover it. Birkenholtz on the center attempt, or on the corner kick.
Yeah, Carlisle only had 5 in the box on that corner kick. It looks like they held 2 up high and 2 more just to hold the ball in if it came squirting out. Bondurant plays more of a 8 in the box corner kick.
More aggressive approach.
Helps on the transition. If it does get out, Carlisle can get back on transition a little quicker.
Yeah. McClintock makes a play up to McDowell. McDowell now to Klein. Klein tried playing it head to Cram, but it didn't quite get it through. Reha makes an aggressive play. Penkowski goes down. He's back up. It's going to be a Wildcat kick.
Those are always questionable when the player hits the ball first and then the other player goes down. Just depends on if it was too aggressive or not.
Beers tried centering it, but Reinhardt stepped in front of it. Sends it ahead. Ooh, good stop there. Hinders prevented the ball from getting up ahead to Cram. And then they went ahead and sent it all the way up into the stands. Unfortunately, he doesn't get to keep that, so he went old school Cub style. Throw it back, throw it back. Now the ball's out on the field. Yes. Little Henry Rowan Gardner here in the stands. Cram, header. Defended by Wildcat. Mowinkle sends it out of bounds again. So it'll be a throw in for Cruz is going to take it here on the near side left for the Blue Jays. He's going to send it back to Barkema. He's going to swing it over to Ensminger. Ensminger to Reha. McDowell and McClintock both over there. Take your pick. And McClintock goes down. Nothing called on that one. I think that was Birkenholtz that play for the Wildcats. Flores now loses it to Reinhardt. Reinhardt sends it ahead to Cram. Cram with a good body, and now he's chasing it down. He's got a head start. He's going towards goal. Defended by the Wildcats. Still Blue Jay ball. He's shielding the ball. Tried dropping it back to Cruz, but Flores is able to kick it out.
Yeah, we had 2 similar plays there on the far side. Carlisle shielded away the ball, and then on this side, Bondurant shielded the ball. No call on both, so it's consistent.
Ensminger sends it ahead. Headed by Gash. Back now. Barkema's going to try and play it back up to Cruz. Cruz centers it over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt to Cram. Cram now gets around behind. Good help from the Wildcat defender coming in the backside. And now Klein in the middle. Drops it back to Barkema. Barkema was going to swing it, but Penkowski got in the way of that, so he's like, fine, we'll just turn it back upfield. No big deal. Klein now back to the middle. Plays it up ahead to Cram. Cram to the middle. Went for the swing shot. Not quite there. Klein now trying to make a move around a couple guys. Over to Cram. Didn't quite get a clean kick on it, but I think they called a foul on Schlitty.
Yeah, they called the foul. That's interesting. It was looked like it was inside the penalty area, but it looks like they're going to give him right outside the penalty area direct kick.
Well, I'm going to see this replay here. I mean, the ball had to have been about on the line, but
yeah, it's where the contact was, so I suppose they might have started the contact right outside.
All right. So Blue Jays are going to have a kick just outside the 18. And that's White with the ball. So Jason, direct or indirect?
Direct kick.
So if Oscar can score from here, it's fine. It counts. Nobody else has to touch it.
Correct.
That's why you see the Wildcats making a line there in front.
If it was an indirect kick, you'd see the referee with a hand straight up in the air, signifying that someone else would have to touch it.
White drops it back. Klein actually took the kick. He's still got control of the ball. Plays it through. And now defended. McClintock's going to, oh, I thought drop it back. Yep, now he does to Reha. McDowell played it ahead. And it's going to be Wildcat ball.
Yeah, Carlisle's getting really aggressive in the middle of the field, trying to control that midsection. They don't want Bondurant getting into the final third. Bondurant's pretty good at finishing in the final third. I think they had 93 goals this year. Set a school record on that.
Yeah, definitely more contact between the teams than we had on Monday night. Gosh, now Flores with the ball. Cruz knocks that ball down. Reinhardt over to Klein. Klein makes a nice move up the middle, trying to go around the defender. Swings it out to Cruz. Cruz on the far side. Keeps it in. Plays it back to Reinhardt. Reinhardt over to Klein. Little deflection. Penkowski went for it. McDowell got it. And that's a deep shot from McClintock. Ball loose. Cram's going to chase it down. Good stop. Baxter make the diving stab, but wasn't able to control the ball, so Blue Jays still have a shot here.
Watch for McClintock to take that shot every time. He's got a big foot. He can put those in the back of the net.
Ensminger plays it up to Klein. I'm just kind of surprised that ball got that far upfield. Klein up to White. White now with a shot. Oh, good deflection by Baxter. Cruz wasn't quite fast enough to get there to tap in the redirect.
Yeah, great save by the keeper there. Bondurant seems to be picking up the pressure a little bit, getting a few more shots on goal.
Klein with another corner kick. Sends it in towards the middle and lands it on top of the net. That doesn't count for any goals. Baxter going to have a goal kick here. Cram comes in, intercepts that pass. Klein up to White. Now Cram. Cram still making a play on it. Baxter comes out, dives on that ball. Ensminger with the control. Ends up over in a Wildcat foot. That's Penkowski coming up the side. Waterhouse making a run with him. Penkowski goes down. And it's going to end up in Burke's hands. He throws it out ahead to McDowell. McDowell trying to make a run up the sideline.
You'll see that in the penalty area. Any light touch, players will tend to go down.
White ridden ahead. Drops it back to Cram. Good defense there. That was Hinders with the position in front of Cram and was able to knock it away. White tried dropping it back to him to finish it because Baxter had come all the way over to try and stop White from scoring that goal. If Cram's able to get in front of Hinders on that, it's an easy tap-in.
The Oscar just didn't quite have an angle on that, so he just wanted to play it out to about the 6 and hope one of his players can get on it.
Geimer and Hamburg back in. White and McClintock coming, or no, White and Cruz coming out. McClintock deked me on that one. Rehow with the throw. Geimer played it ahead. Cram now. Ooh. Cram tried dropping it off to Reinhardt, but just wasn't quite there. A lot of body there between Cram and Ramsey. Ball played ahead. Geimer! Left foot attempt. Good save. Baxter's getting his work in so far.
Doing a good job of taking the angles away from him. He's in a good position to make those saves.
Ramsey with the ball for the Blue Jays. Geimer plays it behind him to Klein. Back to Reinhardt, and they call foul on the Blue Jay.
Yeah, I think it was Klein. Things are getting a little physical. I expect the ref will start calling a lot more here.
You don't want it to get too out of hand.
Yep, take control of the game.
Ensminger with the header.
Burke's going to try and save this.
And he does, but ooh, dangerous. He stopped it with his foot. Was able to get back in before the Wildcat defender, or Wildcat scorer. Ramsey up to Flores. Flores tried shielding the ball. Barkma tried going through him. Wasn't expecting that quick turn, and ball goes out. Birch is going to throw it in for the Wildcats. We got a few substitutions coming in. Schlitty going out for the Wildcats. And Flores coming out for the Wildcats. Cram came out for the Blue Jays.
Cole came in for the
Nicholson?
Blue Jays. Cole Nicholson, yes, sir.
Okay. So Cram's coming back on. Apparently, the Blue Jays couldn't sub at that point. Oh, but they made both Wildcats come off the field, too. They just decided nobody could sub at that spot.
Yeah, on a free kick, there is no substitutions.
Ramsey with the kick in. Blue Jays defended out. Geimer now trying to chase that ball down. Back up to Ramsey. McClintock with the interception. Klein's able to run it down, getting ahead of Birch, and he's going to try and center it.
A little too much. You need a little more angle on that one.
Geimer had a run on it, but Waterhouse tried playing that ball through, but Blue Jay defenders were there. Hamburg now with the ball. Over to McClintock. McClintock drops it back to Reha. Waterhouse working hard to get out there. Reha with the big leg kick sends it way ahead to Geimer. I think that ball got just a little farther than what Geimer was expecting.
Yeah,
Geimer
could have got a touch on that to control it. Could have been another good over-the-top ball from Reha.
All right, so now we're going to get a couple substitutions. So Schlitty out, Cram out, and Flores out. And that is still Cole Nicholson coming in. It looks like Birkenholtz just came in, and potentially Gash just came in for the Wildcats. Geimer with the ball, playing it ahead. Ball's kicked out of bounds by Mowinkle. So Cole's up ahead at striker.
Yes. Yeah, Cole's got pretty good wheels. You'll see him make pretty good runs on the ball.
Klein with a throw-in attempt. Drops it back to Barkema. Waits for the defender, then sends it back to Ensminger. Ensminger over to Reha. Waterhouse flying over there trying to get out to defend that. Reha over to Ensminger. Ensminger sends it up to Klein. Klein just kicks it up over the middle, trying to get an advantage here. And Cole has a shot. Wide left.
That fell really nicely for Cole. He hit it and just a little outside.
Bounced off Geimer's back. It was bound to be close to one of them. And Hamburg steps in front, makes a move around. Shot attempt off Geimer. Ball's in the middle. Ooh! I thought that was a shot. I think he was really crossing it over to Geimer.
Tommy got a little too deep, didn't have the angle, so he had two other players on the backside of the goal that he played it over to, and
might have been just a little high for Geimer to get a clean kick on it.
They almost found the back of the net, but didn't quite get her in.
Reha sends that thing out of bounds. Didn't like the danger spot it was going. Well, actually, maybe it did stay in. McDowell keeps it in. Heads it a second time. Up to Nicholson. Nicholson has two guys on him, but McDowell comes and swings around. Geimer with the ball. Beard's chasing him down. Reinhardt with the big header back towards the goal, but goes out of bounds.
Yeah, we got just a little bit out of shape there. We didn't have the backside covered. Ball traveled pretty quickly down there, so a little quicker run on the backside might have ended up a goal.
Hamburg up to Klein. Trying to send it ahead, but good defense there by Hinders. Reinhardt back up to Hamburg. That's Streeter pressuring him there in the middle. Drops it out to McDowell. McDowell sends it high towards the middle, and Baxter's going to come out and catch that thing in the air. About 10 minutes left here in the first half. Baxter gives it a little punt, and Barkema tries to make a play on it, just rolls a little bit too far, but Ensminger's there to send it back the other way. Ramsey went for the header, didn't quite get a clean hit. Little cleaner there by Hinders. Out of bounds, Blue Jay ball. Barkema's going to have a throw in. Barkema drops it to Hamburg. Gives a little aerial up towards the middle. And Geimer tried to play that. Hinders was there. It's going to be a Blue Jay throw. And again, he throws it ahead to Klein. Just a little ahead of Geimer. And Klein has two defenders trying to work. Klein's trying to go through Birkenholtz, and he's able to shield him off. Bierich gets the ball outside now. Birkenholtz trying to make a pass up the middle, right by Waterhouse. Now Reha sends it up the middle to McClintock. Back to Ensminger. Now Klein's got to run on the outside, keeps it in, centers it. Not quite as hard as he wanted.
Geimer thought maybe he was going to play a through ball instead of play it to him, but for the give and go.
Now Birkenholtz with the ball. Barkema with a good sweep kick. Bierich over to Streeter. Hamburg chasing him down. Streeter plays it ahead up the side. Reha's there. I think that's Hinders making a hard run up the side, that's Gash trying to make a run up the side.
Yeah, Reha did a really good job of shielding that ball, letting it go out of bounds so we can have possession.
Reha now going to go for the throw-in. Tries to go over the top to Hamburg. Hamburg with the header, but it goes out of bounds. Gash is going to try and throw it in. Nope, we're going to have a substitution. Wildcats bring in two. Streeter's coming out. That's Gano coming in. And I think the other one that came in was McCormick. Reinhardt sends it ahead. Klein trying to make it to the outside, but Hinders kicks it out of bounds. He didn't want that one-on-one opportunity. Klein now looking for a pass. Sends it to Reinhardt. Reinhardt back over to Klein. Working one-on-one against Birkenholtz. Gets around him. Tries dropping it over to Reinhardt, but didn't quite get there. Ramsey now sends it out. McDowell's going to keep that ball in. McClintock back to the middle with Reinhardt. Sends it up to Geimer. Geimer with a little give and go with Hamburg. Just a little too far in front of him. And two Wildcats end up making a little collision course there. Birkenholtz and Bierich, they're both up. Klein throws it into Geimer. Back to Reinhardt, and Bierich clears.
Just got to get those touches a little cleaner, get that ball on the ground so we can control it.
7-minute mark here in the first. And I think we might be holding to get a sub here. Nope, just kidding. Barkema throws it ahead to Klein. Cleared by Ramsey. Ramsey was unhappy about some contact, I think. There's been a lot of it, so I'm not sure that one was anything more than what else has been going on. But Carlisle plays it ahead. Waterhouse is making a run on it, but Ensminger is able to clear that ball out, and Blue Jays will reset their defense. Reinhardt sends it back up. Hinders with the ball for the Wildcats. Sends it ahead, but McDowell's able to control. McDowell makes a pass around Gano. Up to Nicholson. Nicholson back towards the center. Ball was shielded by the Wildcat defender. Hamborg gonna. Ooh, I thought he was gonna have a swinging, flying kick there. It was gonna be pretty impressive, but
yeah, he started a big swing there, and ball dropped on him a little too quickly, I think, and couldn't make good contact.
Barkema drops it back to Burke in goal. Waterhouse putting some pressure on him though. Over to Reha. Reha with the big kick up the line. Up to Nicholson. Nicholson has a run on it. A lot of body contact, a lot of pulling from both sides probably. I think the Carlisle defender initiated contact, and Cole went for a little arm pull to try to make up for it, and they saw the arm pull. Blue Jay fans would like an obstruction call.
Yeah, the ball's got to be not a playable distance away to get the obstruction call. That ball was close enough to be playable. Now, who was tugging on who, that's probably anybody's guess.
Right. I did see a little arm pull from Cole, but I think he had already been misplaced by that point. So
probably.
But if I saw it from up here, you can probably see it down there too. And that was McCormick coming back out for the Wildcats, and I think Gano. Mo Winkle's in. And Flores. Penkowski with the ball. Plays it ahead to Birkenholtz. Barkema shielding it. Lets it go out of bounds. It's going to be a Blue Jay throw-in. Good work out of the ball girls here trying to chase all these down so we don't have a whole lot of dead time. Barkema throws it ahead. Out of bounds off Ramsey. It's going to be another throw-in. 10 yards ahead.
Shout out to the Bondurant Recreational U14 girls for being our ball girls at Substate games.
Barkema with his third straight throw-in. Over the top of Hamburg that time. A little give and go action. Ramsey now with the ball. Tries to send it up to Birkenholtz up the side. Birkenholtz trying to keep it in and does. Centers it. And I think it might have been off Barkema. It's going to be a corner kick.
Corner kick, Carlisle.
Got the back door open here in this booth, and it's nice because it's hot if you don't have this back door open, but it does have some glare issues. But I'll deal with that. That was Penkowski with an attempt on the backside. Didn't quite get a clean kick on it, and Burke was able to go get it. Little drop kick.
That was well defended. There was Bondurant goal side of every one of the Carlisle players.
Reha's going to kick it over to Barkema. Barkema with a big kick upfield. White's up there now. I didn't even see him sneak into the game. Penkowski drops it back. Hinders send it up to Reha. Hinders with the throw-in. And that ball ends up over his head. And Reha's going to let that roll out of bounds for a goal kick by Burke. 2:34 on the clock here. Burke plays it out of the back over to Barkema. Barkema now to Cruz. Cruz on the near sideline. Plays it up ahead to Hamburg. Hamburg going to try and get... Oh, I thought he was going to hit McClintock, but he tried going for the bigger run up to Klein. Wildcat ball now over to Penkowski. Penkowski tries playing it ahead, but Reha gets there first. And Reha tried for the save. I think he was just trying to get it out, kicked out to the side to see if he could get a throw-in instead of a corner kick.
Yeah, for sure. Throw-ins are much less dangerous than corner kicks, and The AR didn't do anything with her flag, so that means she could not tell. The referee had to make the call.
Wildcats going to center it towards the middle, and big header out of the back by Devin Reinhardt. Geimer trying to chase down that ball. Forces Gano to swing it a little farther to the right than he wanted. Goes out of bounds, so Blue Jays get the ball. Barkema with the throw and gets it up over the top. Geimer with a good shield on Birich, and then he sends it up ahead. White now with a shot on it. White gets around, went for the shot. Mowinkle shielded him. White wants a foul. Would have been a penalty kick then if it was.
Yes, sir. That would have been a penalty kick. Seems to all the fouls are supposed to have the same definition, but inside the penalty area, sometimes referees are a little tighter on their calls.
And now they're going to call that one on White, which is going to be eerily frustrating to the Blue Jay crew. 30 seconds left on the clock. Wildcats going to try and play it ahead in a hurry. Ball up to Ramsey. McClintock going to run that down. Drops it back to Klein. Klein with a big kick up ahead. Now White's going to try and make a run on it. White's got a step. He's got the advantage. Dribble, shot. Good stop by Baxter. And slide tackle there, and they're going to let that go.
Didn't look like much ball there.
Didn't look like much ball is a pretty accurate way to put that, I suppose. 7 seconds left. 2, 1. And that's going to be the end of the half. So Blue Jays are going to have a 1-0 lead at halftime. Definitely exciting first half. As Caleb Geimer has the one goal for the Blue Jays. Probably, 8 to 10 shots on goal?
Yeah, I wasn't writing them down, but at least probably 15 to 20 attempts with 8 to 10 on goal.
Yeah.
One going in, and much fewer attempts from the Carlisle Wildcats.
Yeah. And we saw that the other night with Oskaloosa too, but definitely a different style of play here from Carlisle. Oski had 1 or 2 guys up on this attacking side most of the time, whereas Carlisle's playing much more balanced and usually has 3 guys up there, or at least 2 ready to attack and 1 coming in fast behind, and their forwards are a lot more pressure against our defenders. They're not just letting our defenders hang out and swing it back and forth. So
yeah, the one early goal might have affected how they came about this game. Now they have to score, so they're staying a little more offensive. You got Waterhouse up there running on everything. That boy's got some lungs on him. We'll see how he does the second half. I have a feeling he's going to keep on going.
Yeah. I mean, you assume that by this point they're probably conditioned if they like to run back and forth or expected to cover that much ground back and forth. You're probably conditioned by the time Substate comes around to be able to handle that.
Yeah, you got a little more go-go juice in a Substate finals game too.
Yeah. And you kind of see a mix of that on, who subs and who doesn't. I mean, you kind of saw it this last game too for the Blue Jays. There were several players that were not necessarily just defense or forward, but they weren't really coming off the field either. So actually none of our defensive line came out, but then McClintock, Reinhardt, feel like I'm leaving somebody out that didn't come off the field at all besides Barkema, Ensminger, and Reha.
Yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up for the kids that stayed in the whole game.
Yeah. I did not go back and watch Carlisle's game from Monday.
No, it looked like a close game with Winterset.
Was it 1-0, I think? I believe
it was.
So. We're going to go ahead and drop me off the mic unless you just hear these announcements because it's announcing some award winners and stuff. So we'll do that.
The winner of this match will play Tuesday, June 1st at County Soccer Complex, Seeding will determine time slot and field assignment. Those are supposed to come out later this evening. The Class 2A matches begin at 2:30, 2:40, 2:50, and 3 p.m. on Tuesday, June 1st.
right, just a few seconds left here in the half. We're getting ready. Everybody's back out on the field for the second half game of the Substate final.
Carlisle's done a really good job of keeping the striking distance. The last game, like you said, was 2-1. It was 2-0 till late in the game when Carlisle got a penalty kick. So Blue Jays will kick off. Geimer standing over the ball. Probably drop it all the way back to either Reha or Edsminger. Oh, proved me wrong. Went to Sam. Sam plays it over top for Zach Klein.
Klein actually getting an edge on it. Mowinkle's there. Klein might have got there before the ball went out of bounds, but not to a spot where he could control it. Blue Jays are headed into the south end zone now. However, unlike Monday, there is really no wind to speak of. Definitely not enough wind to make a difference here. So
I'll have to correct you.
What's that?
The south end line, if you want to.
Oh, yeah.
Soccer here.
You should. I'm going to fix my clock here.
All right, Reinhardt's going to drop it back to Ensminger and across to Barkema. Barkema plays it up to Geimer and drops it back to
Ensminger.
Possess through the back.
You see that pressure again from the Wildcats, though. Once Reha got to it, both Waterhouse and Birkenholtz were there trying to put some pressure on him, not giving him a chance to just swing it. Birkenholtz pressure in the head. Oh, yeah, Blue Jay ball off Birkenholtz. Klein with the throw in. And decides to go center of the field over to Hamburg. Back to Reinhardt. Makes a move around. Juan takes a deep shot, and Baxter with it gets low and makes that stop.
Yeah, shots from that far out, goalie has a lot of time to react to them. Going to be hard to put in unless they're perfectly placed.
Oh. Barkema got low to get the header on that and ended up sending it right at Reinhardt. But some people think this is a game of their feet, but really half the time it seems like they're just heading it back and forth. Penkowski sends it up the side, and Barkema shielding Bierich on that one, letting it go out of bounds, and now Burke's going to have a goal kick. And he's going to play it up out the side to Reha. Reha taking up some space, and then gives it a big boot, and now White's going to try and take a lead on this. White gets around Mowinkle. White! Center attempt. Little high. He tried giving just a little bit of hesitation, waiting for Geimer to be there, and ended up a little too high on the crossing kick.
Yeah, if he could have kept that low on the ground to the 6, I think Geimer could have poked that one in.
Cruz with the ball now on the side. Ramsey comes around, makes a swing kick. Knocked down by Geimer. Hamburg with a shot, and Baxter with another diving stop.
That was a great touch by Hamburger to get the shot off.
Yeah. Baxter now sends it upfield, but McClintock sends it back the other way. Wildcats kind of kicking back and forth all of a sudden. Ramsey out to Bierich. Back up to Ramsey. Blue Jays converge on him. Bierich now taking up space down the sideline. Centers it, but McClintock's there. To Ramsey. And Cruz was trying to get outside Bierich, but Bierich sends it out of bounds. And they're going to say it was off Austin. Carlisle ball. Reinhardt shields it up. Waterhouse makes a little drop pass to Birkenholtz, who tries to get it ahead to Penkowski. Penkowski with the shot, but Burke's there to knock it down. Collects it, gets it out fast, wants to take advantage of the space there. Cruz up to Reinhardt, drops it back. Ensminger with the ball to Barkema. That's Hinders flying back and forth at the front for the Wildcats. That ball's going to be out of bounds. And Beerich is going to throw it in for the Wildcats.
Yeah, you see Beerich pushing up pretty high on that outside back position. Look, as we get later on in the game, to him make some runs up that sideline.
Which a lot of teams sub out their backs less because they're not expecting him to make as many runs up the field on it. But if you do have your back come up, potentially you have a advantage on the scoring because you have more players than they do. Geimer with the ball. Sends it across to McClintock. McClintock in the middle, had a man coming. That was Gash coming at him. Now Klein coming up the side. Chases it down. Centers it. And Geimer had it for a second and got a little too much height on it. Thank you. And dropped it in on top of the net. That's the second one we've put on top of the net. Does that count for anything?
If they mean to, it does. No, unfortunately, that doesn't help us out.
And Barkema gets brought down. Still nothing being called. You saw a little jersey pull there, so, you know, a little clear. I am 80 yards away, though, so.
That hit the referee. He'll blow his whistle here. He should have blown his whistle there. I didn't see any advantage there. Anytime the ball hits the referee, it should be a dead ball, and they play a drop ball. They do have the ability to call advantage to continue play, though.
Beerich throws it into Waterhouse. Back to Beerich. McClintock clears. Good header by our ball girl on the side. If she was trying to score a goal, she sent that thing upfield. Hinders with the ball in the middle. Trying to make a move around with Reinhardt. Up to Waterhouse. Drops it back to Streeter. Streeter out wide to Birkenholtz. Birkenholtz trying to get around Klein. Ends up dropping it back. Klein now with the ball. And they're not really too concerned about shoving at this point, apparently. So Hamburg sends it up ahead. Baxter's going to be able to field that one. Just a little too far ahead. Beerich now taking it out of the backside. Sends it upfield, I think, to Ramsey. Ramsey tries playing it ahead. Waterhouse was making a run on it, but Burke met him at the corner. Good aggressive play by Burke coming out to get that thing. White now with the ball. He's got a step. Slide tackle by Birkenholtz, or no, by Pankowski, I mean.
Yeah, the crowd wants a foul on that, but it looked like he got the ball, and the ball took down Oscar.
So basically that slide tackle looked like a trip, but since he was able to get to the ball first, it's completely legal, right?
Yes, sir.
Geimer now battling up the side. Gash had him shielded. Geimer gave him a little shove.
Crowd's starting to get on the referee a little bit. I don't think that helps get us any calls in the big scheme of things.
Hamburg steps in front. Now White has the ball right at the 18. Tried a backside shot attempt, ended up getting it wide left.
Be really nice here if we can put one more in the goal, a little breathing room.
Right.
Really don't want this to come down to penalty shots.
Baxter sends it out deep. Ramsey with the ball. Didn't quite get the header he wanted on it. Hamburg now sends it out to Cruz. Cruz back into Geimer. Geimer pushing ahead. Deep shot. Wide left. And looked like the official, he called for the subs to come in. So Waterhouse is out and Streeter's out. Gano is in. And Flores, I think, is the other one that came in. Good header up ahead, Ensminger. Cruz now with the ball. Flores coming in with a fresh set of energy, trying to make a play on that. Gano plays that ahead, but Reha's able to collect and gather it at the 10.
Yeah, I think he thought his player was running a little harder, making a run on that, and sent it up ahead.
And Geimer with the header to send it ahead. White was charging hard forward. And they're going to say that was a foul on White for trying to split the defenders. Not because he split the defenders, but because they said he initiated unnecessary contact.
Well, they're saying he played the player, not the ball. The ball was within playing distance. It's a judgment call.
But none of the contact calls have gone the Blue Jays' way at this point, making the Blue Jay fans a little rowdy. They might have been rowdy, but even if things were going our way, let's not kid ourselves. Barkma sends it up ahead. Yeah, I don't know.
A good through ball.
Baxter with a great stop. Sends White on his head. Or not White. Yeah.
Looks like we had an offsides call. Indirect kick for Carlisle. Carlisle tries to play it up the line, but it goes out of bounds.
McClintock going to get the throw and throws it up over top. Good header by Gash. Penkowski sends it back to Gano. Gano crosses the field over to Hinders. Ramsey now tries to play it ahead to Flores, but Reinhardt's able to intercept. Drops it back to Barkema. Flores trying to pressure him.
Yeah, Carlisle had about 5 or 6 really good connections there, and then Bondurant slipped into the passing lane and stole it from him.
Gano into Flores. Flores tries to cross it. Oh, sorry, that's Gano. That was Gash that threw it in. Penkowski tries getting it out to Flores, but Cruz steps in the way. Flores has it. Left-footed shot attempt. Penkowski with the left-footed shot attempt. Burke gathered is in. Sends it up. Hinders is able to defend that for the Wildcats, send it back the other way. We're 27 and a half minutes left in the second half of this Substate final to decide who gets to play at State this year on June 1st. Wildcats pushing ahead. Over to Gano. Gano up to Ramsey. Ramsey now trying to make a run. Reinhardt was able to get a piece of that. Barkema up to Cruz. And slide tackle by Hinders. Gets the ball out of bounds. Barkema crosses it up to McClintock. Ends up on his back. Flores made some contact. Hinders pushing ahead to Mikowski. Now Birkenholt's coming up the left side. McClintock steps around it, though. Able to get the ball up to Klein. Penkowski comes back to grab that. Mo Winkle crosses it over to the other side of the field for the Wildcats. Now Gano in the midfield. Drops it back to Mo Winkle. Over to Gash. Back to Mo Winkle. Hinders now with the ball. Cruz on him. Trying to get around. Keeping that pressure on. Hinders with the ball. Or no. That's Gano. Over to Gash.
Gash wanted it down the field, but Hinders played it behind him a little bit.
So played it ahead to Penkowski. Reha was shielding the ball. Got a little push in the back there from Gash. Goes down. It's going to be a free kick there. Reha with the big boot. Sends it up past midfield. Gash went up to get it, but ended up off the backside of his head, going upfield. Now Klein steps in front of it. Does a little deke move, goes around, sends it up. White in the middle of the field now. Crosses it to Hamburg. Hamburg with the left foot. Oh, field goal is good, but the goal is not.
Yeah, they connected well through the center there. Got a good shot off.
White did a good job of just settling in, looking for a person to drop the pass to. Saw Tommy coming up the middle. Blue Jays making a substitution. Geimer and Hamburg going out. Cram and McDowell coming in. Klein, as he did in the past, will slide over into the middle into Tommy's spot. McDowell will come in at right wing and Titus up at the striker.
Yeah, the longer this thing goes, the more physical it's going to get. And the last thing either one of these teams need, whoever goes on, is a red card.
White steps in front of that, gets it ahead to Klein. Klein makes a move around. And off his head, right foot. Oh, Baxter tips it away.
Another great save by the goalie. Yeah, Zach showed off his foot skills there. He's got wonderful soft feet. He moved through three people to have that shot.
Dribbled it off his own forehead.
Yeah, even used his soft forehead with his soft feet.
Klein's going to have a corner kick here. Blue Jays packing the goal. Only two players back, Cruz and Barkema. And that corner kick went right in the goal. Baxter's able to maintain it. Penkowski sends it ahead. And Burks comes out and gets it. Good thing he got good contact on that because Birkenholtz was charging hard and that net was going to be a little too open. Barkema gets a foot on that. Now Ensminger sends it upfield. Hinders crashing hard upfield. Now drops it off to Birkenholtz and drops himself back a little bit.
Yeah, Bonnarant's lost a little possession time. They need to play a little more possession ball, try and work the game away, work some time away in the game.
Deep shot attempt. Burke says, let it go, I got it. Big drop kick, sends it up ahead to Cram. Cram's going to look to see if he can make a play on it. Hinders was able to turn that back. Now White up ahead. White with the left-footed shot attempt. Stopped by Baxter. I lied. I think that was his right foot, but it was still a heck of a stop by Baxter.
Yeah, he's got great position, so just cuts the angles down, gives him basically a very small window to get that in the goal.
Cruz was able to step in front of that pass, so now White up ahead to Cruz. Good defense there by the Wildcat, but Reinhardt's there to kick it back up into the attacking position. Cruz over to Reinhardt, drops it back to Barkema. Didn't like the press coming at him. Birkenholtz now making a run on this. McDowell trying to chase him down.
Yeah, what Bonnarant has to do to get past that goalie is add a second player on the backside of the goal so they can just get the tap in.
Which is how they got the first one. Geimer came in from the backside and got it.
Yep.
Cruz drops it back to Barkema. Barkema sends it up the sideline. A little too far for Cruz. Reinhardt now makes a good stab at it, kicks it up ahead to Klein. Klein now in an advantage position, 3-on-1, or 3-on-3, I mean. Klein shot attempt, stopped by Gano, I believe. McClintock tried a deep, hard running shot, and that Wildcat defender stepped right in front of that. A little dangerous there for, your manhood, but.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in front of one of Sam's kicks.
He had it lined up, too.
Yeah, like I said, he has that in his toolbox.
Cruz comes out for the Blue Jays, and I think that is Gash that comes out, and Birkenholtz coming out for the Wildcats. Nicholson came in for the Blue Jays, and I'm not entirely sure who came in for the Wildcats. Klein tries centering across. Gano steps in front of that, but McClintock's able to get to it. Flores now. That was a horse collar, if you're a fan of the other type of football.
Yeah, you can't make that contact.
Ball played up ahead to White, but Gano gets a foot on it. Oh, dangerous kick there. White still has possession. Drops it back to Reinhardt. Reinhardt sends it up towards McDowell. Bierich is there. Cram now gets a piece of it. Centers it. White with a shot. And just left. Was that Nicholson?
That was Cole Nicholson.
That was Cole, just left. He didn't quite get a clean swing at it, but Waterhouse now plays it over to Penkowski. Plays it backside to Ramsey. Ramsey sends it up ahead. Waterhouse is over there. Reha's got him, and that ball's going to be out of bounds. Blue Jay throw in. Under the 20-minute mark now here in the second half. Reha looking for a good angle to throw it. Decides to just hammer it up the line. Gets it almost over Gano. Cram maybe set it more, just trying to get the ball so that Carlisle didn't have a free shot at it. That ball's free off Gano's foot. Nicholson and Cram both chasing it down, trying to keep it in, and that should be off. That's off Mo Winkle. And Nicholson's down. Nicholson's back up. Blue Jays back in play. McDowell now trying to come across the middle. And that was a shoulder check from Hinders.
Yeah, that was playing the player, not the ball. He didn't like the call. Now he talked back to the ref, and he might get a good talking to.
That was a full-on just throwing your shoulder at the guy.
Yep, that was a right call. Direct kick here. Moving the wall back to 10 yards. A couple Blue Jays running interference in front of it. Kicked it right into the wall.
I think Gano got the meat of that ball. White now centers it. Backside, Cram. Baxter goes up. Oh! Klein went for the header but didn't quite get it down. He had the open goal because Baxter had already come out to try to defend the header that Cram got.
Yeah, those are so tough. You get so excited. You want to hit that ball. You want to hit it in, and you just don't let it drop quite far enough.
Gano's down. I'm not sure that ball from Oscar hit him in a great spot. They're going to send the medical team out to look at him, and I believe Streeter's going to end up coming in for him. Nicholson did come out for the Blue Jays, and Geimer came back in. No.
Yeah, the wall's a great defensive play until you have to go out of the game because you stood there and took the shot right in the gut.
Blue Jays coming ahead. Cruz with a deep shot. Ooh, wide.
Klein
That was Klein.
He was going for that upper right 90. Just missed it.
Oh, Cruz is out this time.
Carlisle's playing up through the middle of the field. Bonner's got to get compact, stop that ball.
Reinhardt steps in front of that. Goes out of bounds. Going to be a Wildcat ball. Flores pushing up the side. Barkema gives it a little tap out. Under 17 minutes here. The lone goal so far is still a Caleb Geimer shot on the first 3 minutes of the game.
Yeah, it was very early on.
McDowell coming out hard on Beerich, gets a piece of it,
Ooh.
And
that could be a yellow card. Oh, nope, I thought he was reaching. It's another judgment call. That was close. Didn't play the ball much at all.
Reha with the big ball up ahead. Geimer, header. And a lot of people in that small area. But White's able to kick it out. Reinhardt now taking it out wide to Klein. Klein's got Flores on him. Makes a move around him. Centers it. Geimer tries getting control on the ground. Right foot shot. Goal! Goal! Caleb Geimer with his second goal of the game! Blue Jays take a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, with as many shots on goal, keeper can't stop them all. Great job, Blue Jays. Congratulations, Zach, for the assist, and Caleb bringing it down and putting it in the back of the net.
So much more comfortable level here probably for the Blue Jays. 15 minutes. Not that Wildcats can't score twice in 15 minutes. That's absolutely a possibility. And you're going to see probably even a little more pressure from them going forward. They've been crashing the net pretty hard with a few guys. You might see one or two more coming up because there's no value in losing 2-0.
Yeah, they just subbed in 2 new players. I'm guessing they brought their defensive-minded guys on for a couple strikers. They got to get goals now.
Penkowski to Beerich. Center now to Ramsey. Ramsey up ahead to Flores. No, that's not Flores. That's Sitharath. I don't feel like I've said his name yet.
Yeah, he's one of the probably one of the more offensive-minded guys that came in for a defensive guy.
Reinhardt tries playing it up over top. Penkowski with a little move behind his back. McDowell sneaks in behind, grabs that ball.
Bondurant got a little disconnected there. Had a big gap in between our backs and our forwards.
And that's the other Penkowski to Penkowski. Out wide. Klein gets a piece of that. Is able to get around it, gets the ball back, and sends it up deep. And Cram and Geimer have a line on this. Cram's going to slow it down. Geimer's going towards the middle. Cram tries dropping it over. I think he thought Oscar was closer. Oscar now.
Trying to slide it through
to Cram up there.
Yeah, and Geimer thought Zach might be a little farther up the wing.
Wildcat defender just shielding. Klein trying to get through it.
Yeah, Klein could just stand there and let him shield. That's a good way to waste time.
Right.
Doesn't have to be quite that aggressive.
Yeah.
Just keep him going backwards, and as long as they're not going up the field.
I haven't watched a ton of their games, but I really don't know that I believe Klein has the ability to turn off his aggressiveness. Geimer now with the ball, drops it back over. Now White in the middle. Sends it ahead to Geimer. Geimer with the shot attempt. Baxter comes out to get it. Gets just enough of it. And then Gash is able to get more of it. Klein now with the shot attempt. Beerich sends it out. Over the top of Reinhardt. Up to Penkowski. Penkowski to Penkowski. The younger Penkowski set it way up. And Burke is able to control it. Burke with a big throw out to McDowell. Up to Reha, or back to Reha, but Reha sends it up now. Cram going to try and make a run around it. Gets a header. Is he able to keep it in? No. It's at 12:40 on the clock now. And Wildcat subbed, but I was looking down and I missed. I just see somebody going off and somebody going on. Birch plays it ahead. White gets more of it. Ramsey, though, over to Sitharath. Sitharath versus McDowell. McDowell trying to keep it in front of him, and they're going to call that foul on Sitharath.
Yeah, they called it. It could have waited a couple more seconds to see if the advantage developed, but he blew the whistle. He didn't see the advantage.
So McClintock's going to have kick here. Sends it up towards the middle. Probably a little further left than he was hoping for. Geimer, I think, got a piece of it. And Reinhardt now up ahead. Cram tried the left-footed sweep kick. There's a Wildcat foot in the way. Barkman now with the header, but Sitharath sends it back the other way. Now Pinkowski is going to send it up to Waterhouse. Waterhouse can really fly. Reha's giving him space, letting his help come. And McClintock did. He chased him down from behind, got in front of that.
Yeah, a lot of times all you need to do is delay so the rest of your team can get back in shape and defend.
Cram now with the ball. Going to try and make a move around the outside. And
no play on the ball. Totally took his legs. That's going to earn him a yellow card.
so that's going to be a yellow card on number 44, Mo Winkle.
Yeah, he kind of said, I think you're too fast. I'm going to put my leg in front of yours. End the play.
I don't know. I'm not seeing his name. I guess we won't do that. All right. McClintock plays it up. Barkman now with the ball. Just under 11 minutes here. Reha sends it up.
Pretty good ball. It just the gap wasn't quite big enough to get that ball in there.
Baxter was able to come out and get that, yeah.
Yep.
Hinders now sends it up. Ramsey with the ball. Barkema steps in front of that. Kicks it up towards the corner. And Geimer tries saving it towards the middle and does. McCormick. McClintock's our team. McCormick's their team. Ten minutes left. Blue Jays trying to burn as much clock as they can as we go. Baxter tries to get it upfield in a hurry. Reha is able to control that. Sends it up. Sitharath knocked it back for a second, but Reinhardt was there. White now. Going to play it up to McClintock. McClintock one-on-one with Birich. McClintock going to look for the open space. Reinhardt sends it up front. McCormick was able to get a piece of that. Now Cram's up ahead. Cram versus Birich. Cram gets around him, and it's out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick. It's in on the football field, but not on the football field. Oscar White going to come out of the game now, and Tommy Hamborg going to come back in. Tommy, a little more of a defensive focus than Oscar, would you say?
Yeah, I'd say they probably just brought one more back. They only have two on top now. Control the midfield a little more.
Yeah. McDowell trying to chase that down, keep it in, not quite able to. Pierce throws it in. Waterhouse over there. McClintock makes a play on that, is able to get to it. Drops it back to Reha. Reha sends it back up towards the middle. Cram's up there, not quite able to get a foot on it. McDowell controls on the outside. Little ball spin around the outside, but Sitharath steps in front. Waterhouse over to Ramsey.
Yeah, those are dangerous balls that Evan's sending in there. If anybody gets controls it down to their feet, they could have a chance at goal.
Reha chases that one down, just kicks it out. Let the defense get set up again. Ball thrown into Birich. Now up to Penkowski. Penkowski trying to make a move around the middle. Sends it out wide. I can't see who that is. Back to Penkowski. A little slip. It looked like, I don't know what happened there, but Hinder sends it up. And Burke says, back away, I'll get this one. Throws it up, plays it out of the line to Zach Klein. Going up the side and kicked out of bounds by Gash. Or maybe Penkowski. That might be the younger Penkowski.
Yeah, it looks like Bondurant's into a 4-4-2. They brought another player back into the back.
And maybe just another now? Or McDowell's out.
They might have just went to their 3-5.
And Barkema's in.
Yeah, they went back to their 3-5-2.
Is that Ensminger on the far side? That's not, is it? Oh, maybe it is.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Barkema drops it back to Reha. Reha
Okay.
up to Tommy.
Yeah, Cruz just switched sides on me. He didn't go out, so yeah,
okay.
They're still in their four-back situation. We've got Evan and Ensminger playing the center back.
Okay. Which is why it looks different, because I'm used to Evan being outside and Ensminger being in the middle, and they're kind of, it almost looks opposite because Ensminger swung over to the side where the ball is.
Right. Yep, they switched formations, a little more defensive formation to protect the 2-0 lead.
A lot of action on the far side of the field. A little hard to tell exactly what's going on over there, but Carlisle ball into Ramsey. Ramsey over to Penkowski. Penkowski sends it to the other side. Waterhouse going to try and chase that down. Barkema's up on him, and it's going to be out off the Wildcat. Barkema throw-in. And Barkema gets it up over the top, and Hamburg tried making a play on it. It took a funny bounce, wasn't quite able to get there. Ramsey gets to it, plays it ahead to the younger Penkowski. Back to Ramsey, but McClintock beats him to it, just sends it up ahead. He's just clearing the ball. 5:40 left on the clock. Cram chases it down, though. Didn't quite get the ball.
Cram's feet were moving just a little too fast.
Yeah.
Slow him down to take control of the ball.
Good stop there by Klein. Ball rolls out of bounds. Going to be a Wildcat throw-in. And Blue Jays sub. Cram out. I think we brought in one more defender. Or Geimer's just all the way back here.
Yeah, Geimer's just back.
Reinhardt. Is that 11 on the far side? Who's 11? Tyler Montgomery's in the game for the Blue Jays. That's who came in when Titus came out. Birich now with the ball. Geimer gets more of it. Geimer's just going to take space because no one's there, and now he clears it up ahead. Good stop by the defender there. That was Moville.
Yeah, Oliver was off to the races if he didn't get a touch on that. It was a good job of him getting in the passing lane and stopping that ball.
McClintock gets it taken away, or takes it away from Ramsey. Drops it back to Reha. Reha's going to send up the big boot right through the official's legs. Good splits by him. And now ball up ahead to Geimer. Geimer pushing towards goal. Slows it down. Centers it across. And Baxter's going to come up with the ball. 4 minutes and 13 seconds on the game right now. Good aggressive play from the back end there to stop the ball from rolling forward. And Gash took out his own guy with the kick. Ensminger with the header. And Cruz is on the backside now. He's got the ball, sends it up ahead to Reinhardt. Reinhardt plays it ahead to Hamburg. Hamburg plays it. Ooh, almost had through. Maybe still does. Nope, just kidding. Had a shot on White there.
Tyler got a good touch on it there. Tried to send it in for Oscar.
Now Reinhardt makes a run on it. Not really a shot attempt, more of a just get it out of here, and Baxter was able to take it. Penkowski with the ball. I think that's Birkenholtz over there. It's hard to tell, though. And that ball's going to be out of bounds off the Wildcats. Cruz throws it in quickly, gets it up to Tommy. Tommy's going to drop it over to Reinhardt, and Reinhardt has some space. He sends it up ahead to Geimer. Geimer with the control. And Birich makes a good defensive stop on that. But Reinhardt's there. Now Waterhouse with the ball. He's retreating the wrong way, though. Under 3 minutes on the clock. That ball's going through, but Cruz gets ahead on it. Montgomery now going to challenge.
Yeah, Bondurant seems to be winning a few more of the free balls. Looks like Carlisle's been really running hard, losing a little of their steam, I think.
Birkenholtz making a run. Cruz right there with him. Over to Ramsey. Sitherath. McClintock there with him. 13-13 action. Birich gets the control. Geimer's going to try and take it outside. Geimer was going to try and get the ball in quick, but was that a whistle just telling him to hurry up and throw it in?
Yeah, I think he's just making sure the Blue Jays don't delay this game out.
White and Mowinkle both went up for that. Mowinkle went down. If you watched any football in the fall, you'd know that most of the time when the ball goes up and it's one-on-one with White, White comes up with it. We're under 2 minutes now. Fans are getting kind of rowdy. Blue Jays here with a 2-0 lead off of 2 goals by Caleb Geimer. They're trying to finish up this game. Wildcats trying to do something to get back into it. Sitherath now with the ball. Mowinkle sends it up ahead, plays it off of Hamburg.
Yeah, Bondurant sitting with numbers back. Even if they get the ball up there, we still got numbers back. There's a comfortable way to finish the game.
Yep. Wildcats bring it up ahead. Cruz sends it out of bounds. Minute now on the clock. Reinhardt kicks it up. Almost like foosball now, as packed in as everybody is.
Yeah, it looks like the breath is gone. Not a lot of movement.
Waterhouse trying to make a move around the outside. And Barkham is just going to shield it, let it go out of bounds.
Waterhouse still has a little left in him. Like I said at half.
Energizing Bunny Man. And Burke now going to slowly take this goal kick, 30 seconds. It plays it over to Rehau. Rehau with the kick through. Sitherath is there to stop it. Fans have started an on-to state. Be the first time the Blue Jays have gone to state since 2009. We're going to clear that ball over towards the Blue Jay fans.
You got to give it to now. Carlisle Wildcats. They really had their heart in this game. Proud of my alma mater. Was on the inaugural Carlisle High School soccer team. Congratulations to a great season, Carlisle.
Absolutely. Congratulations to the Carlisle Wildcats, and congratulations to your state qualifying Bondurant Farrar Blue Jays. They take a 2-0 victory here in the Substate final over the Wildcats, powered by 2 goals from Caleb Geimer and a great shutout by Ricky Burke.
Special shout out to 13 seniors on the Bondurant Blue Jay team. It's a big senior class. This is all they've been working for all their soccer careers. Several of them in clubs, a lot of them in the rec program. I had the honor of coaching a lot of them in the rec program this summer. Went undefeated there, and they're continuing on in their high school state run.
It's a fun team to watch, a good group of kids, and look forward to supporting them on June 1st. That's Tuesday. Start time will be 2:30 to 3:30, sometime in there. And we should figure out, I think, later tonight what the brackets look like. But for now, I'd say go celebrate this state qualifying Bondurant Farrar Blue Jays.
Go Blue Jays.
As always, thanks for turning in to the Blue Jay Digital Broadcast, a great product put on by the students of the Bondurant Farrar School District. We thank you very much for tuning in. Good night and go Blue Jays.